Hi, Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Mike on Mike on YouTube.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Mr. Micro Mike, and today we had the joint practice with the New England Patriots and of course the Detroit Lions, and it was an interesting day, so let's just jump straight into this. So when it comes to the offensive line, we had Kenny Wiggins at left guard and Glasgow at right guard, so it's continuing to look like these are the individuals going into the season so far. It's scary to think that Wiggins is our left guard. Now, I started even keel to think they would go in and out with different players, but it really does look like Kenny Wiggins is in that position right now. Hopefully, again, a young starter can go ahead and get in there before we start the regular season. But as of now, it looks like Kenny Wiggins has definitely taken majority of the snaps. I think he's taken majority of the first team reps, except for 2 or 3 times so far in practice. But again, it's still an evolving situation. It's not guaranteed that he's going to take that spot. So this is definitely something to continue to keep monitoring throughout camp and as the battle goes on. Again, hopefully a Terrell Crosby or a Joe Dahl can take that spot. So Jared Davis and Darius Slay did not play in practice today, so the two individuals focal point of this defense took time off for the day as they rest up for their veteran status and for an undisclosed reason when it comes to Davis, but it did not appear, according to reports, that it's injury related. When it comes to the red zone offense, the Detroit Lions have continued to dominate when it comes to the red zone area and the goal line. The Detroit Lions are making touchdowns instead of field goals, and this is good, specifically due to the tight end depth. It is something that the DSA, as well as myself, has been talking about throughout the whole offseason, the strength of the tight ends and how it affects making plays when on offense. It really opens everything up, and it's really starting to show in camp, and it's showed again today against the New England Patriots as the tight ends continued to make touchdowns and the plays continued to get in the end zone. So this is great news for us. Also, having the ability of the running back core that we currently have helps the offense explode as well. So this is something really good looking forward to when the season begins week 1. Sam Martin had a good day in punting like he always does. Just like I've seen at the scrimmage, he is kicking it right where it needs to be by the 5-yard line and doing a great job when it comes to punting. It's good that he's continuing to maintain this ability that he's had throughout his career. So nothing new here, same old Sam Martin, but it's good to see that he's continuing to do that. Apparently Will Harris is still struggling, but again, it's a rookie. This is kind of what you expect. You don't expect everyone to pick up the position as well. And Jelani Tavai had a little bit of a down day, but with all the ups that he's had in camp, I'm not too worried about it at all. These are rookies, and they're going to have moments like this, but from what I've seen so far in camp, Tavai is going to be a stunning player for us going forward. The Detroit Lions offense, when it comes to going down the field regularly, has continued to do a great job as Matthew Stafford hit a 40-yard pass to Marvin Jones as their offenses continue to thrive. Now, when it comes to the defensive line, they struggle to stop the run, but definitely not a big deal considering the fact that Deshaun Hand, Mike Daniels, and Jared Davis, Snacks Harrison, and Trey Flowers were not in the lineup, so it is not a big deal at all in my opinion. This is something that we also seen when we were at the scrimmage. It was hard to tell, but when you're going against the New England Patriots and basically all your starters aren't playing on the defensive line, what do you expect? This is something that we're not going to see in the regular season as these guys will be full-time starters. The defensive backfield did well against the New England Patriots, and this is what I've been telling folks all along. The strength when it comes to the defensive backfield is mighty in my opinion. With the additions of Coleman and the subtractions of Nevin Lawson and also Quinn, the defensive backfield, in my opinion, could be a very well strength for this team. And now, considering the fact that the defensive line main starters didn't play and they still fared well, is a great sign. When you're going against Tom Brady and their elite offense, it is a good sign that they did well. Kenny Golladay continues to be Kenny Golladay. Nothing new here. He's a great wide receiver, and he's doing well with the Detroit Lions, and I think he's going to have a Pro Bowl type year this year. As long as he does not get injured, sky is the limit for Kenny Golladay. And make sure, if you're a fantasy person like me, if you have a chance to pick Kenny Golladay up in the mid to later rounds, do so. Flags continue to plague the offense. This is something that we've dealt with last year. This is something that they need to correct. When it comes to the officials, we don't ever get a break. When you're hurting yourself, it's not going to get easier. We need to stop with these false starts. We need to stop with these penalties that plague us. Like I've said throughout the offseason, the only team I'm worried about when it comes to the NFC North is the Detroit Lions, because we can hurt ourselves a lot when it comes to these penalties and false starts. They need to clear it up. This is something hopefully gets better. Throughout the tenure that I've been a Lions fan, we have always been bad when it comes to penalties, and this is something that we need to clear up. Overall, the best news of the day is there was no more new injuries that was reported, and we need to continue that stat up, as that is the number one stat. Continuing to stay healthy is imperative to our season, as we all know, and we are getting one day closer to preseason, and I am super excited to see what this team does and what these young players do as well. With that, folks, adios.